All right, what's going on, y'all? I'm just on a grocery delivery, so I just decided to get on here and make a video. Me driving, I went ahead and got a new phone holder for my vehicle. So yeah, but I just and it's about basically so I just got done watching the video of a woman that was complaining about how she had basically gotten everything that she wanted in a man, right? Meaning he made good money, he was a good provider, like he basically did all the things for this woman that women claim that they want men to be and to do. You know, money, financial, I'm guessing he looked attractive, I guess, I don't know. And this woman was literally crying and complaining that she wasn't happy with her marriage and she was just so unhappy. She didn't know who she was anymore. You know, complaining, and she literally said that there was nothing wrong in the marriage. The guy was doing all the right things that he was supposed to do as a man, as a husband. She literally said that it was her fairy tale. And she's literally online complaining like this man ain't shit, basically. And I've seen other similar videos like this where the woman is complaining and the man is doing everything that he's supposed to do as a man, and the woman is literally complaining to the internet about how she's not happy in a marriage or a relationship. And me as a man that's trying to work myself towards putting myself in a situation to where I become that kind of man that women so desperately, you know, claim that they want, because evidently, like, all these other men that don't make this much money or don't have this kind of credit score or resources or finances or earning potential, they're all not worth it because, you know, they don't have that much money and that kind of lifestyle and whatever. You know, me as a man that's not there yet, and me seeing this, me seeing women complain that have already gotten this kind of man, and then they're basically throwing away that kind of man because, you know, I don't know. I'm just looking like, bruh. So you telling me if I work on myself, put all this time, energy, and effort into becoming the kind of man that women claim that they want and need and deserve, if I do all these things, make the sacrifices, blood, sweat, pain, and tears, and doing what's required, working on myself, putting the work in, doing all these things that takes me becoming that version of myself. You mean to tell me that women are going to still find a reason to complain and say that they're not happy or that, you know, they're miserable, basically? I'm going to tell you my opinion, y'all. I'm going to give you my opinion. My opinion is most women want that kind of man. They want a good man, or what they label a good man. But in my opinion, it's not. Most women aren't willing to be the kind of man, the kind of woman that those men require to get the kind of and provisions that they'll get. I'm gonna repeat that. Most women claim they want a good man, but most of those kind of men that make that kind of money and have made the sacrifices and have done the things that was required to become that kind of man, they have certain standards when it comes to who they date, who they love, who they marry, who they, have kids with or whatever. Those type of men, they don't put up with nonsense when it comes to relationships because they know that they don't deserve it because they did what it took to become a better version of themselves. So therefore, I deserve a better quality of woman. So if you're coming into these kind of men's life with games and, just simple ratchet type behavior for a female, these types of men, they're not going to take you serious. They're going to be like, all right, next. Because I'm not going to lower my value and my standards after I done went through all this shit to get to where I'm at now. The same way that pretty girls feel like, they deserve like the best type of looking guy, and he gotta be perfect looking, and he gotta have a lot of money, and he has to have a nice car and whatever else the fuck. That's the same way that men feel once they go through the fire of having to do all these things to improve their value, their confidence, their financial status, their just resources that they have, whether it be money or material things or just lifestyle in general. I'm not about to let you come up in my world with some ratchet ass energy playing mind games and just dumb shit. Hell no. Because of what I had to go through to reach this potential of where I'm at right now, you actually think that I'm gonna lower my requirements and my standards for the kind of woman that I date? You got me fucked up. So in my opinion is most women, they want a quote unquote good man, but most women are not willing to be the kind of woman that a good man requires and has standards for. When I say a good woman, I mean loyalty, basically loyalty, commitment, patience, maturity, understanding, like a certain level of common sense, humanity. Just not playing games, mental games, not entertaining multiple men. You sit here, got a man that's doing all the right things in this life for you and y'all potential future. Just make a long story short, you just don't play games. You're mature. You're not disrespectful. You're not selfish. You actually think about him, not just yourself. You're not childish. Most women are very, very selfish and only care about themselves. So when I say a good woman, like that's what I'm talking about. And most women are not that. I'm sorry to say it, they're not that. Most women are extremely selfish. Extremely, extremely selfish. In my opinion, when women get good men, the problem comes when they realize that good man, he has a standard of what he, requires from that woman. And when they realize that, I'm unhappy. I can't just do what I want to do. I can't just be out here with one person. I can't just be with this man and, entertain other men and be available to other men. See, that's what most women want to do. They want to have a good man and still entertain other men, or leave a window of availability to other men that they find, sexually attractive. Most women, they want to have a good man while still leaving the door open to other men that they find attractive, and to have other experiences with other men. It's like, if you want that, then why are you trying to find a good man? Because a good man, you're not going to find a good man that's going to allow you to entertain other men and then still get the provisions that he's offering. It's like, you might find a good man, but he's going to basically just want one thing out of you. He's not going to want to actually have a life with you. Again, most women, they want the provisions of a good man, meaning like they want to be taken out. They want, expensive gifts and trips and getting their nails done and, getting money out of them. And they want him to pay her bills and pay her car note. But they want to still be able to be available to other men and other opportunities of dating. They want the provisions of a committed relationship, but they don't want the loyalty that comes with it. And so when they can't do that, when they can't just do what they want to do in their marriage or their relationship, now they feel like, I can't be myself. I don't know who I am anymore because this man because this man is not okay with you basically using him and entertaining other men. So because he said, look, I don't mind doing all the things that a man is supposed to do, taking care of you, providing, protecting. But what I'm not okay with is you disrespecting me as a man, dealing with other men, entertaining other men, or anything like that. And then when a man, a quote unquote good man, sets those standards, those boundaries, they start to feel like, I'm trapped. I'm not happy. I don't know who I am anymore. All of a sudden, it's like, they feel so restricted, and this marriage is, is changing me, and all these things, all because that man said, listen, we're not doing that. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, no good man is gonna be like, yeah, you can talk to John on down the way. You know what I'm saying? You can entertain Fred and Pookie and Ray Ray, and I want to still be the man that provides everything you want and need out of my pockets, out of my hard-earned work. You know what I'm saying? All this work that I've worked on myself and put in over the years to put myself in position to be that guy, to be that kind of man. I'll give you this lavish lifestyle and still be okay with you open and making yourself available to other men that you find that you are attracted to sexually or romantically. And I'll just be that guy that provides for you financially, materialistically, and lifestyle. Hell no. That's what most women want, though. And when they realize that the kind of man that they want doesn't basically allow that, I'm unhappy, I can't do this anymore, so what happens is they end up getting a divorce and leaving that good man for the type of guys that they're just more, romantically or aesthetically or sexually attracted to, which usually isn't doing much for them financially or lifestyle wise, but they're attracted to him though, right? And when they're attracted to him, usually they don't have all of these requirements of, you gotta have this much money, you got to pay for this. See, we as men, we're sold this lie that to be worthy of a good woman, a beautiful woman, a pretty woman, we have to have all of our shit together. We have to be doing really good financially. We have to have businesses and resources and lots of these things that we as men, we're told that we have to be to deserve a good woman, right? And if we haven't reached this point in our life, then that means that we don't deserve her. We don't deserve a good woman. We don't deserve a beautiful woman. If we don't have lots of money and fancy cars and big houses, right? We don't deserve her. But what we're not told is when a woman is strictly attracted to somebody sexually or aesthetically, and she just likes them, 9 times out of 10, she does not make all of those requirements for that. She doesn't have those same requirements for that guy that she already likes. Basically, she doesn't say that you have to have, good credit and good money, and you have to be able to take me out on trips and cruises, and you have to buy me this and buy. You don't see that. That's only for the guys that she doesn't think are good enough for her. So one of the biggest lies, in my opinion, is that if you don't have a lavish lifestyle and lots of money, and if you're not financially, just doing great in life, that you don't deserve to experience or be with a beautiful. That's one of the biggest lies ever told in existence. Literally, it's one of the biggest lies ever told. That, you haven't figured out how to get rich, so you don't deserve a woman like me. No, you just don't like me like that. It has nothing to do with how much money, I make or I have. Like, no, you just don't like me like that. That's it. You just don't like me. Because I guarantee you, John down the way might be taller, might be better looking, whatever. If you like him and find him attractive, you're not going to put him through all the same things that I have to go through just to get at you. It's not going to happen. I know this for a fact. So as a man, when I'm interested in somebody or find somebody attractive, and she starts giving me all of these, high requirements and demands just to get into her presence, and I'm like, I take into consideration her age. Does she have kids? I'm like, so you telling me you're this age and you got this many kids by this many niggas in your past? Ain't none of them relationships worked out up until this point. None of them niggas gave you what you felt like you require as a woman from a man. None of them niggas can get it right. None of them. You done had kids by them. You know what I'm saying? You done had multiple kids. Could none of them niggas get it right in your eyes? And these are the same niggas that you had kids by. Okay, so you telling me that to get with you, I've got to bring all this to the table just to basically maybe get with you? I'm like, make it make sense. So all I'm saying is a lot of women create narratives of you have to be a certain kind of guy, have a certain amount of money to deserve them. Like, if you don't make this kind of money, you don't deserve them. When in reality, they gotten pregnant by broke ass niggas. Maybe not all broke, but broke niggas that really wasn't doing nothing for them, but they were just attracted to them. They didn't care about how much they made or none of that. They just thought they were cute, basically. So my whole point is, kind of got off topic, but if a woman is basically telling you that she's looking for a good man, she's not. She's not. She's looking for the kind of man that she can get certain things out of, or that has access to certain resources or money or, you know, a lifestyle, but she's not looking to be the kind of woman that that man expects her to be to get those kind of provisions. You see? Like she wants the benefits, but she doesn't want to be the kind of person that should have access to those kind of benefits that that kind of man has worked to gain access to for himself. See, so that's the whole thing. It all comes down to most women want a certain type of man, but they're not willing to be the type of woman that that woman, they're not willing to be the type of woman that that man requires to get those kind of benefits, basically. And when they realize that to be the kind of to get those kind of benefits and lifestyle that that man offers, they have to basically put aside certain behaviors and ways that they had before, meaning you can't be out here entertaining other guys. You can't be a cheater. You can't be disrespectful. You can't be out here trying to be masculine when you're a woman. You can't be disrespectful or so that. You can't be rude. You can't be petty. You can't be childish. You can't be, you know, selfish. You can't be that kind of woman and expect that kind of guy to do these kind of things for you. You can't get it. That's completely the opposite of what that man has become. So that's my point. That's my video. It's most women, they will get the kind of men that they want. But once they realize that those kind of men are not going to settle and allow them to be the kind of woman that they want to be, which is usually wild, loose, playing games, manipulative rather, you know, childish, selfish, disrespectful. Once they realize that they can't continue to be that kind of woman, now, you know, I'm unhappy, I'm losing myself, I gotta find myself, I don't know who I am anymore. Yeah, because who's going to deal with that? When these men reach a level of success and they can basically get any woman they want because of where they're at financially, why would I put up with that? I got women throwing themselves at me and you up here acting stupid because as a man, I'm like, why would I want to be with you if you're going to be playing these games? If you're going to be entertaining other men, allowing other men to have access to you. I feel like once you get that kind of man, should no other men have access to you. And I don't care. You can call me possessive. You can call me, oh, you're being insecure. I'll be insecure, and I don't care. I know I'm not, but once you become that kind of man, and as a woman, you get that kind of man, shouldn't no other niggas have access to you? You shouldn't be on social media where they can DM you and no. You got the dude you wanted. He's paying for everything. He's doing everything. He's giving you money. He's taking you here. He's taking you there. Why do other niggas need access to you? Again, if you think I'm being possessive, I don't give a fuck. This is my truth. This is my truth. This is why I'm passionate about this, because there's so much nonsense and garbage being fed to men, and people are trying to get men to accept any kind of like behavior and treatment for women. And I don't care what you think. I don't care. I don't hate women. I'm just saying like that's absolute bullshit. And I'm the type of person where if I see some bullshit, I'm going to say something. I'll be that guy that people talk shit about. I'll be that guy that people think, oh, he's just insecure. Oh, he's like, call me whatever you want. I don't care at this point. I don't care because I know that this world is lying. I know that this world is they're trying to make things so ridiculous and so nonsensical that like anything goes, like there's no standard. And I'm just like, live your life, but don't expect me to believe that bullshit. Don't expect me to adopt my ideology or my mindset to adopt it to your nonsense, to adopt to your chaos, to adopt to your bullshit. Don't think that I'm gonna change my mind to acclimate to your bullshit. It's never gonna happen. As a man, I will never be the kind of guy that I accept bullshit when I know I don't deserve it, especially if I've done all the things that were required to become a more high value quality man. I'm supposed to lower my standard for you after I've literally raised up my value and my potential and the version of myself. I'm supposed to drop back down because you don't want to be the kind of woman that I deserve now that I'm up here? Fuck no. That's what's going on today. That's what's going on. There's so many women complaining about men not being providers and protectors and don't want to be leaders. And then these same women, once they get these men, because that man knows that he doesn't deserve a woman that's going to play games, that's going to entertain other men or make herself available to other men. These same women, because that man expects a certain level of respect and loyalty and commitment because he's worked his ass off. I don't deserve a woman that's going to sit here and play me and cheat on me and talk to her ex and you want to fuck this guy and fuck that guy and flirt with him and all this to just be disrespectful and just all this shit that as that guy, once you become that guy, you shouldn't have to deal with that kind of woman no more. Like, she should know, like, okay, he's that guy. He by him becoming that guy, he's earned me. I can't be the type of woman that's entertaining bullshit. But that's not what you see, though. Women still want to play. They want that. They want you to become that guy, and they still want to sit there and play you, and play these games, and then get mad because you know your worth because you became that guy. This is the insanity of it now, and I get passionate because, like, we as men, we're told that we have to work hard and become this better version of ourselves to earn and to be deserving of that kind of woman. And then once you do it, that still ain't good enough. Are you kidding me? So anyway, that's my video. I get passionate because, I just am. So, it's amazing to me, I would tell men, like, don't take women too serious, man. Don't think that where you at in life that you didn't get that girl because you weren't enough. You didn't make enough money, or financially you weren't here. You didn't have all these resources that other guys had. Don't believe that, because you can literally do everything for a woman, and she will literally convince herself that she's unhappy, that she's oppressed, or some dumb shit like that. Literally. So as a man, I will tell other men, it doesn't matter what you do, because that kind of woman will literally get the exact kind of man she wants. And then once she gets him, she will complain about getting everything she wanted. This is why I say, like, women, there's no logic to women. You can literally give them exactly what they want, and they will literally create in their mind reasons why they're not happy. I shit you not. Women will literally get everything they want in a man. I mean, everything. He makes good money. He's attractive. And they will literally create reasons to be unhappy. Even women have said this. But you up here as a man thinking you have to become better as a man to be deserving of a good woman, of a pretty woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not true, y'all. It's not true. It's not true. It's lies. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Until next time, take it easy. Later.